Brothers and sisters, this is a quick sketch that I did of everybody's favorite swordsman, Zoro. Let me know what you think and hope you enjoy it. One Piece, Chapter 49, Storm. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, whether you like it or not at this point, am Jim, here to bring you another review on the marvelous tale of One Piece. Our last chapter left us with Don Krieg kind of walking out with the big satchel of food and warning anyone who, obviously valued their lives that if they were gone when he came back, he would not kill them, but anyone who was still there, he was going to give a burial by sea. The chapter did end, though, with Gin giving us a little bit of what he remembered from when their armada, when he was obviously with Don Krieg's men, when they were attacked and by who, and he just remembers Hawkeyes. That's all he remembers. So everybody kind of collectively gasps, and they're like, "Holy shit, Hawkeyes!" Right? And then the chapter ends. So that's right where we pick things up over here, and and as I said, it's just that this is obviously just a bad mother. You know what? This Hawkeyes, because everybody seems to collectively hold their breath when they talk about it. Even Chef Zeff is, he says, "Oh man, it had to be him. It had to be Hawkeyes," and especially because you said, his eyes were like a hawk, and then what he did to your ships and everything, And then Usopp's kind of like, "Yeah, who's this Hawkeyes?" And Luffy's like, "I don't know." They just kind of have this I don't care sort of attitude, So, and Chef Zeff, goes and says something. I mean, again says, they're asking him, "What'd you do?" And he says, "We didn't do anything to him." And then Zeff goes, "Maybe you interrupted his nap," And Gin kind of gets pissed off and flips out, and he just gets all angry. And he says, "That's my crewmates he murdered you're talking about there," And Zeff's like, "Yeah, that's the thing. I wasn't joking, though. That's the type of place the Grand Line is, and especially, this especially seems like this is his work because of, just how the way your ships were destroyed and you're barely escaping with your lives, that thing." So then Zoro's like, "Oh man, okay, this is great. I've been looking for Hawkeyes, right? And so we know that this is one of the pirates that he has been hunting. As we know, he's a bounty hunter. So he kind of says, "Hey, I've been looking for him, and that's where I need to go now." And then we also find out that Johnny lied to him. He had said that he saw Hawkeyes here at the restaurant. That Hawkeyes fella you've been chasing. And Zoro's kind of seeing it in his head, and he's going, "Oh yeah, little lying snake, So whatever Johnny's reasons for lying to him was about him being here, that Hawkeyes does not frequent this place. So, but we kind of see Zoro, and he says, "This is something that I want to do, that I've wanted to hunt him down, and I want to get him. So I'm going to the Grand Line." And then Luffy's just like, "Oh yeah, me too," and he's all hyped up for it, even though they've heard all these things about it. Sanji just kind of, gives that smirk, and he's a smart ass smoking his cigarette, and he just kind of turns around and he's like, "Fools, the both of you. The both of you are fools. You'll be killed as soon as you get there." So then Zoro jumps in and he says, "Listen," he says, when I decided to become the greatest swordsman that ever lived, I gave myself up to death. No one calls me a fool but me. I have my reasons for what I do, And then kind of, Usopp kind of chimes in, and he's like, "Yeah, and as a man, and Luffy's like, "Yeah," and they're all basically gung ho. They're gonna go for this Hawkeyes. They're gonna go obviously into the Grand. They don't care, right? They just that's their objective. And and what's his face? I'm sorry, Sanji is still like, "Yeah, whatever, stupid," as he kind of walks away. And then Patty's kind of like, "All right, listen, that's great that everybody's having their like hangout, reminiscing, thinking about shit type of thing, but there's like 100 guys, okay, that right now are over on Don Krieg's ship, okay, and they're eating and becoming, getting their strength back, and then they're going to come and attack us and try to sack and steal this ship, right, and kill everybody on board. So maybe if you guys could get your shit together and get your head out of your ass and stop having your little fairy tale bromance over here, maybe we could all get together and work out what we're going to do to stop these guys, right?" It's kind of the what he's going for here. I used some of my own words, though, and paraphrased some of his as well, but that's just kind of what I got from it. So then we're taken to, we're taking a shot to Don Krieg's ship, and everybody it's kind of an overhead shot, and you see all these pirates, and some of them are starting to get up now. Now a lot of them are eating, they're drinking, they're becoming nourished, they're feeling better. Oh, we're back from the brink, aye, Captain, you know. And right away, as some of them are getting up, Don Krieg's like, yeah, and now we can go back to the Grand Line. And somebody speaks up right and is, whoa, the Grand Line. But, I mean, you know, and he's kind of like, but Don Krieg, I mean, we were almost destroyed there. What the hell, right? So Krieg just pulls out a gun and fucking boom! You know, just blasts his ass. And he goes, anybody else got any questions? And of course, everybody else falls in line like the sheep that they are, you know. And, no problem. That's cool. We'll do that, right? So, so at any rate, the whole chapter is actually called Storm, and whether it's supposed to be metaphoric or it's because there's an actual storm coming, and like I said, I think it's more because there's a storm coming. We then go and are kind of taken back inside, and Don Krieg says, okay, everybody get ready, we're going to board this ship, right? So everybody's starting to get ready, and they're going to go and jump from his smaller ship to the Baratie, obviously the bigger restaurant ship, and take it over. And right as that's happening, all of a sudden there's, boom, crash, and you see the two ships kind of coming up against each other, as if maybe a big wave has hit it, or again, maybe a storm is coming, or maybe they're hitting a typhoon, or like a big whirlpool or something that's basically moving them about. And you see everybody on the and as big as the Baratie is, you see them going, drop the anchor, and this is our ship. And this thing's huge. It's like a floating city. I mean, for God's sake, it's pretty big. It's a huge ship. And then we go and we see on Don Krieg's ship, and they're going, we're listing to the side, and then obviously that means that they're going to one side. That means they're about to flip, to capsize. When you're listing, that's when you're going back and forth, from side to side, and the ship is kind of swaying in the waves or in whatever is causing all that commotion. So whatever's going on, they're obviously it's not good for them. Or for all of everybody else on the Baratie. Now, then it goes inside, and they think about Zoro thinks about, oh shit, our ship, Yosaku, Johnny, Nami, their ships are even smaller than Don Krieg's, and Don Krieg's is getting fucked up, right? So Zoro goes running out there or whatever, and as he goes running out, he sees Yosaku and Johnny in the water, and brother, and if you remember, those guys call everybody brother, and they're swimming and whatnot, and he's like, what the hell, are you guys okay? Yosaku, Johnny, where's Nami? Where's the ship, right? And they're like, oh, we're sorry, brother, but she took off. She left, right? And everybody's like, what? And she took all the treasure with her and just took off, right? And Luffy and Zoro and Usopp, they don't even seem to care about the treasure. They're just like, you took the ship? What the hell, right? So things wind up ending up shortly after that. But anyway, before it ends, and backtrack a little bit, Don Krieg is obviously freaking out because he's like, what the hell, my ship, the galleon or the galleon, how could it be listing? There's no way, because this is his grand ship of the Armada, and everybody's kind of in disbelief at what's going on. And then, of course, when when Zoro, Luffy, and Usopp find out that Nami is gone, and the way Johnny and Yosaku explain it too, and you just see Nami in this like, hey, see you later, nice meeting you, hope we meet up again, just like, yeah, just let them know I'm taking off, right? Like it was just a natural thing, and which is kind of funny because we know Nami's kind of always been about, she's a thief, she's always been about the money and the treasure, so she probably just decided to hightail out of there before the shit got real thick, she saw what was coming. And then we get a shot of Zeff kind of looking off in the last panel, and you see this ship in the distance, a shadow of it, and he goes, oh no, it's him. So we can only assume that this is the great and wondrous Hawkeye that we've been hearing so much about, and that everybody is just so scared shitless of. And I'm certainly eager to see the character. Hopefully, if he's a real cool looking one too, I'd like to do a drawing of him. But let me know what you think, Nation, in the comments down below. If you think I've earned it, feel free to hit the like button and certainly subscribe if you haven't done so already. We will catch you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, brothers and sisters. Be sure to subscribe and take a look at some of my other videos. Thanks. See you next time, Nation.